We need to understand that the people who we surround ourselves are the most important to our character. They're the things that build us and change who we are as people. The saying is, if you hang around 5 idiots, you will become the sixth. But this is because, like it says in the Bible, where you plant your seed, say for example you're the seed, where you plant your seed is how it's going to grow. If you plant your seed next to weeds, next to infective plants, invasive species, you're not going to grow much. Or are you? You think you might quote unquote grow. You think you can get out of the habit. You think you can ignore them, ignore the bad people and their bad habits. You think it won't rub off on you, but the soil you are in is infecting you slowly. And that's important to understand our characters, because it says in Matthew 13 to 4 verse 8, as he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seeds fell among the thorns, which grew and choked the plants. Still, other seeds fell on good soil, where it produced a crop, 100 or 60 or 30 times what it was sown. See, so what Jesus is trying to tell us here, right, is that where we plant ourselves, who we surround ourselves with, who we talk to the most, it reflects us. We are a reflection of the 5 people we hang around the most. No matter how you perceive it, no matter how you want to think, it is always like that. Because like he said, like the analogy with the plants, right, the soil matters so much, because as a plant, the soil is the most important thing to you. Without soil, you can't grow a plant. The soil, so your friends, the people you surround yourself with, are the most important part of your life. If you surround yourself now around 6 millionaires, what do you think you'd be? A millionaire. If you surround yourself around 6 drunkards, what do you think you'd be? A lazy drunkard as well. It is important that we plant ourselves in good soil that's going to make us grow especially in Christ. Especially if you might not have friends who are of a background in Christ, who don't believe in Christ. That is important to you. That is important. That is number one important. I've been there myself, and that is the most important, because it changes the way you think. You can't really get to know Christ if the 6 people or the 5 people or the 10 people closest to you do not know Christ. Because how are you supposed to talk to them about Christ? You're not going to talk to them about Christ. You're going to procrastinate. You're going to be ashamed to talk about Christ. At least that's how I was. That's how I felt. But now I've grown out of that, and I've understood that why am I planting myself in this soil that's not helping me grow, that's not helping me advance my life, that's not helping me grow in Christ. The soil is dragging me down. If anything, it's poisoning my roots, and the roots is me. I am the plant, So we just need to understand that your soil, the people you hang around most, check them, please. Understand that of course they're your friends, but we, like Paul says, right, we cannot be unequally yoked with believers. It is important to check your friends, please. Just check them. Thank you.